Jessica and I met by pure chance, literally bumping into each other in a subway tunnel. The spark between us was so strong that a year later we formalized our relationship at the courthouse. By the time we got married, we were both in our 30s and felt mentally ready for such a serious commitment. But for 4 years, we had no children. It was incredibly hard because we had tried 5 times to have children, but nothing worked. We even went to different healers. But it still didn't work, and our happiness as a couple began to crumble right before our eyes. The passion and love between us faded, and we began to quarrel more often over trifles. Then I began to take every opportunity to work to avoid seeing my nagging wife at home. After each trip, things calmed down for a while, but then the tension returned. It got to the point where Jessica and I stopped sleeping in the same bed. You see, I snore very badly. Everything was fine for 5 years, and then this problem suddenly reappeared. I got over it. But one day, I overheard her having a strange conversation with a friend, and I became curious about her strange behavior. I decided to follow her, and that's how I found out that she was secretly dating another man, a Mexican man. My friend helped dig up information on him so I could find out what kind of guy this guy was that was hanging around my wife. It turned out that they had been spending time together for quite some time. The first thing I decided to do was to meet him face to face. I found out his address and drove there on purpose. To my horror, I found only his wife and 3 children at home. I told her what her husband does in his spare time and warned her that next time I would meet him directly. The poor woman burst into tears. I felt sorry for her, but I couldn't do otherwise. I was left in the dark, frustrated and furious that I'd been duped. Better to face the harsh truth than to live with a comforting lie, right? At home, I didn't bring it up, determined to see how events would unfold. The next day, I was minding my own business when the doorbell rang. Jessica peered through the peephole and asked me in a sly tone if she should call the police or an ambulance. I was furious. So her lover had already found out about my visit and decided to send reinforcements. Pushing Jessica away from the door, I opened it and saw 2 guys standing there, wanting to confront me. I used to box when I was younger. A few quick punches quickly extinguished their enthusiasm, and they soon retreated, tails tucked. I never laid a finger on Jessica. I gathered the papers and went straight to file for divorce. A short time later, the court finalized the divorce, dividing our assets equally. Honestly, I think it was the best outcome. Living with a cheater is not the best situation. But it didn't end as quickly as I thought it would. A month later, Jessica called me and announced that she was pregnant. I was stunned by her boldness. I immediately realized that the baby was not mine, and I told her that I would offer help only after a DNA test. My suspicions were confirmed. I could not be the father. I asked Jessica not to interfere in my life and changed my phone number so she wouldn't contact me again. Thanks for watching.